to be tired. I don't mean from 3 days of partying at Summit. But I'm talking about how we felt coming into Summit, tired with life. I know that's real for a lot of you. You've been tired. And you're allowed to feel tired. This is just called compassion for ourselves, letting ourselves be human in a world that we can't control. And while we're at it, let's all give ourselves a break for eating something because we really wanted to eat it, or taking a day or a week off our workouts, maybe because that's a healthy choice we really needed. Unless we find a way to be compassionate for ourselves, we won't be good at providing compassion to others. And that's part of coaching. That's how you reach your potential of creating a team that is cohesive. Being that person who can have empathy, not just tough love, but compassion. And if we're going to constantly be judging ourselves, that'll turn into constantly judging others. And that's what's exhausting. That's also exactly what's undermining you from remembering your potential. Because how can you visualize your success when we're judging ourselves for every little thing these days and judging everybody else? There's no room for dreams when you're spending your time judging and competing. And this is what we need to change. We need to work toward our goals, absolutely. But we also need to be able to enjoy the process, and allow for different rates of success and ups and downs. Today, here's where it starts. I've hinted at things that are coming. I've hinted that there's going to be changes to the business model, things that will make it easier for coaches to pick this up and run with it. That's what I'm going to present at Leadership this year, because I want to help you create more ups with less downs, more successes and less setbacks. And I'm working with a pretty amazing and experienced group of people who will help me put this together for us. And this shift I'm planning is going to help. But we're going to stop fighting with ourselves and with our expectations. We're going to simplify what coaches do. We'll simplify how we look at fitness and eating. We're not going to back off of the challenge of working out or the importance of helping people look consciously at what they eat, or relax any of the expectations that we have for the quality of our supplements. That's going to continue to be so good that they're in a category unto themselves. But we're going to refine it so that more people can immediately get it, pick up the baton and run with it. And we'll begin this shift now by doing this incredibly heroic work with a mindset which has more compassion and which broadens the appeal. So instead of convincing people to participate, next year they're going to be asking you if they can participate. And it's funny, but the transition I'm talking about actually started last December. And in fact, it's been happening all year. I just didn't really identify it until a couple months ago. But it started with the launch of Job 1, where we began to message the importance of making yourself, your health, your priority, at least 20 minutes a day. Tens of thousands of you have done that. Then the launch of the special eating program, To Be Pregnant, from Alana, where we continue to provide resources for people at different stages of life. In this case, they're making an actual human being. We gave people new tools for a healthy pregnancy. And we continued to see this transition with 4-Week Gut Protocol and 4 Weeks for Everybody, where Autumn once again puts herself way out there, fighting to make an exceptionally complex issue simple so our coaches can embrace it. And she created this simple gateway to getting answers about how food might be affecting your well-being in so many different ways. And we gave people 4 weeks to change their pace with no impact in their workout program. That still challenges you and gets results. And it's nothing short of a phenomenon that people will repeat over and over again. Some people question this as we move from measuring everything by the quality of the before and after photo toward how our products make you feel and how they enhance your life. Some ask us, hey, what happened to the P90X company, the weight loss company? And now, first thing and last thing come along to help people with stress, immunity, feeling sharp, sleeping better. What's Beachbody about that? See the theme here? This is moving from a business turning out before and afters to a business moving into a space of self-care, self-esteem, and enjoyment of the actual experience of well-being. Let's not forget fire and flow. total innovation, where we listened to the subscribers and gave them a revolutionary approach to balancing exercise intensity with self-love and recovery, to balance tension with reflection. We're changing the human experience of what the very concept of health and fitness means, and we're just getting started. Now, we look ahead to Lift More, a program that is actually predictable for Beachbody in many ways. This seems like something that would come from a Beachbody company. Yet again, what's radically different is how we approach it. The before and afters are amazing, but what's miraculous is the experience. Couples working out together, celebrating the feeling of lifting heavy things. Even the commitment to consistency by placing a bench at the center of your home workout space. We're not making money on the bench, and we could have rounded the corner and made it easier to sell more by saying, you know, the bench is optional, but that would have undermined the quality of the experience. We're demonstrating that this decision is more than about what you can achieve in 8 weeks. It's about how you and your customers experience the process on your way to achieving your potential. We want that experience to be amazing. So you need a bench for stabilization and to help you see how much more weight you can lift and how different your results are when you lift more. And that's how we're helping empower people to make this a lifestyle, by focusing on the experience, not just the outcome. But look, the reality of working in this environment over the last year is undeniable, even as we make this transition. And I know people are tired. Employees are tired. Many of you don't feel empowered. Hopefully Summit will help that. Many people are scared. What's happening in the world? It's exhausting trying to keep up when everything around us is unpredictable and changing. So, here's how you get untired. Here's how you get control of the fear that might be paralyzing you or your team. So instead, you can start thriving again. First, by thriving energetically and emotionally, and then thriving in terms of feeling empowered to grow your business and get back to dreaming again. Here it is. You need to let go of the past. Let go of the way things were. And fiercely, aggressively accept that things are different. Social media is different. The world is always changing. We don't know what the next variant is going to be. We don't know how this economic shift is going to affect our plans. But we know what we see today. We know people want to feel good and they want to feel healthy. We know that. And if we embrace that reality and get creative without expecting things to go back, we can affect positive change. And in fact, we can even benefit from this environment. The one thing we do know is we can control the things we can control and how we react to the things we can't. That's where you either give away your power or you claim your power. Stop letting the events of the past and the events of the present, which are out of your control, undermine your power. Take the energy that you spend feeling defeated by the past or disappointed by how things may have evolved for you, and instead assess the current situation, remember your outrageous potential, and respond with creativity, respond with resilience. This is where champions rise up. And when we rise up and control the things we can control, our attitudes, our schedules, our choices, our belief in what we do and who we are, we help other people do the same. Some people on social media call you tone deaf, or they'll criticize your defiant, positive attitude because they've chosen the pain of trying to blame the world for their financial condition and expecting someone to come fix it for them. These are the haters, because they've decided that they're going to wait for somebody to come help them, and if nobody comes and helps them, they're going to criticize anybody who's taking their own initiative. So they resent the people who took the initiative to work to create something better. They've chosen to stay trapped, and they can't accept your choice to create your future. But they aren't you. They don't control you. and you are not trying to change them. Your job is to look at the current situation, remember your potential, your ambition, and control the things you can control with fierce determination. And I do mean fierce. Let me repeat what Julie said. I want the other women who are there, who are tired, who don't know how to juggle all of the things, who don't know how they'll take one more day of bad news, of feeling less than in this world, to feel like this business is their hope, their solution, their way to make a difference for their families and communities. And I believe this business is the solution. It is the hope for women and men. You know why? Because I've watched enough of you do it to know that it's possible. I know the difference is attitude and belief, the courage to work through relationship struggles rather than cancel people. If you have the courage to be vulnerable and humble enough to forgive and be compassionate toward people, you have the courage and resilience to let go of the past, to take full responsibility for your outcome and move forward in your power. Hey, look, you had the courage to get here. You didn't have to come here. And I'm not throwing shade at people who couldn't make it for so many reasons. But still, you guys got here. Take that in for a minute. You're here. You haven't quit. And even though you may be tired, even though you feel like you can't take one more day of bad news, with all that's going on, you have not quit on this. You have not quit on yourself. Take that in for a moment. Give yourself a round of applause. You don't quit. You have not given up on yourself. You showed up. And I don't think you will ever quit, because you want something more. And that's how we get to that third goal and the hope that Julie expressed. I put up a post the other day asking coaches why they coach. What problem are they trying to solve for themselves? And I got over 1,000 replies. But in general, there were two themes that came up. One, the top why was income. Okay, I want to generate more income for myself. And the second, it was close second, was to prove you have more to offer the world. Now let's take a hard look at that. Because while I understand the sentiment of being tired, I get it. And there's a reason I keep coming back to it, because I know it's playing on repeat in the back of your mind, especially once you leave here. That'll be a emotion that comes back. I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. I really do understand the sentiment of feeling tired and overwhelmed. People ask me how I keep going, even though surely I'm tired and overwhelmed sometimes. Here's how I keep going. I made the decision that no matter what, I keep going. Look, I don't think these two ideas can coexist. My ambition, like the ambition you showed me in your replies to that Instagram post of wanting to earn more income and to prove you have more to offer the world, I don't think that can coexist with any expectation that it won't also be overwhelming and tiring sometimes. I know for me, I can feel the sense of being tired constantly sneaking up on me like a snake in the room. And I can feel the frustration of a business that went public a year ago and a market which has wiped out 90% of the value